everybody. Pam Dors from the Talbot Greenya group.
Good afternoon. It's Katrina Foard, and we are coming to you live on Friday. First of all, I think we want to express our condolences and thoughts and prayers to all the people who have friends and family in Miami right now who are dealing with this condo collapse, which is a major catastrophe right now. So our thoughts and prayers go out to those affected by that. We do have fun things coming up next weekend. It's a long weekend. 4th of July this year falls on a Sunday. So I guess Monday is a holiday for everyone. But do you usually make plans for 4th of July, Pam?
4th of July is not usually one of my big holidays. I tend to stay home. I've got a lot of animals. I've got dogs, cats, horses, goats, chickens. I'm sure you'll hear the rooster shortly.
Yeah, you usually hear those roosters.
He's already out. I hear him crowing now. He's getting closer. Yeah, so I have a tendency to stay home to protect my animals. Loud sounds is a no-go, especially for the horses. So it's a stressful time, actually, for me. I mean, I enjoy the
what do you do to prep your animals for that?
Well, there's almost not much we can do, but some of the real sensitive horses that we have, this is going to sound crazy to non-horse people, but they actually make earmuffs. Don't laugh. Mm-hmm. They make earmuffs for horses, and they're like large tennis ball, almost softball size, round puffy things that we put in their ears, and it helps to deafen the sound. They use it for showing a lot as well.
They go over, they go in?
They go right in. Yeah, they're like giant cotton balls that go right in their ears. They also make ones that go over the top, but they don't baffle the sound near as much. So if some of the horses that we think are actually going to run through the fences from all the loud banging, we can put them in their ears. The dogs, we just have to bring in the house. We let them down into the basement. They literally go down in the farthest away, darkest spot that is away from windows and sound. And it's interesting because we've been having the same problem with the dogs, with the cicadas. The sound of the cicadas made them nuts.
That was that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you can only imagine what, 4th of July fireworks do.
Yeah.
So, but I'm not normal. I'm pretty sure. I'm sure you all have a great, wonderful celebration. Tell me what you guys usually do.
I mean, so 4th of July is an interesting one for us. Our church usually does a breakfast on the 4th. This year, because it's on a Sunday and it's during church time, we're doing breakfast the day before. We buy our own fireworks. We usually go out and do fireworks. There's a lot of places locally. It used to be that only DC was the place to go for fireworks. So I grew up going, because I grew up in the area, that I grew up and went downtown to DC, watched the Beach Boys perform, would go sit on the mall and watch the fireworks there. As our kids were growing up, we went to, because we live in Loudoun County, we would go to Manassas fireworks, which are actually amazing. They're really good. We've gone to Leesburg. We really like the Leesburg fireworks. They used to do a parade. I think most of the parades this year are still canceled, but they're still doing the fireworks. We haven't even, I'm actually going out of town for 3 or 4 days. I get back on July 3rd. So we haven't even talked about what we're doing on the 4th, but usually we go and buy some fireworks and shoot them off in the front with all the other neighbors. Our dog, she went with us one year for fireworks. She didn't love it, but but for us, it's mostly just a time we hang out as a family. And we usually grill. It's pretty all-American kind of stuff where we grill and hang out and do fireworks and hang out with the neighbors. And I'm glad that Monday's a holiday, though.
Yeah, I would imagine, especially if you spend the day, at a pool or, I know Clark County has always done, excuse me, sorry. I don't know how to make it stop. Usually Clark County does some sort of fireworks, and they have like a party at the park beforehand with the pool and all that kind of stuff. And we have gone and seen the fireworks in the past once or twice when my kids were little. And I know it's a big deal in Clark County. There's a lot of people. They used to actually line the streets of Route 7, not the people watching the fireworks, because you couldn't get into the fairgrounds to see them, but you could see them great if you were back out on Route 7.
Yeah, so, that's Clark County fireworks.
I'm sorry?
That's Clark County?
Yeah, Clark County. Yep. But I know that they stopped allowing the cars up on 7, and I don't know what is going to change with the COVID thing. But I could see how having Monday off, if you spend the day grilling and at the pool or at the beach and all that, it'd be really great to be able to take Monday to decompress and then have to go back to work.
Well, it's to have that actual holiday day off from. Yep. We really, I think last year my dad, because we couldn't do anything, we weren't able to go do fireworks. My dad put together a little. He's, my dad is 83, 84. He put together a slideshow with, information and fun stories for kids about what the 4th of July means. So it was really cool to have that put together, just to talk about the history of our country. So he did that, and we'll probably watch that again this year, just, for something actually 4th of July related. But I think I think 4th of July is hot. And I do think there's a lot of things I'm glad that we brought up the animals, because I think a lot of people struggle with that. And I think one of the things we talk about is trying to be a good neighbor, is that if you live in suburbia like I do, where there are people all around, is you do need to be courteous to your neighbors around you. And because so many animals are sensitive to it, that you need to be cautious of the time, and especially those with kids, the time that you set off fireworks in your house. Make sure that you're doing fireworks safety, that you have that big bucket of water that's ready to go. There is every year. It's actually interesting to see that the number one places they get fires is trash cans and dumpsters, because people improperly dispose of their fireworks by throwing them into dumpsters. So the number one thing, if you hear what the fire trucks do, is they go from dumpster to dumpster, just putting out fires. So make sure that you follow your guidelines. Make sure that you check the burn orders. You guys have burn orders where you get green to red light, right?
Yeah, we have. I think it's almost always the same thing, where they don't want you burning after before 4 p.m. because it's all volunteer out here.
Right.
So most of our volunteer firefighters have daytime jobs. So there's almost always a no burn before 4 p.m.
Right. And they would just say, be courteous, be kind to your neighbors around you. If you're shooting off your own fireworks, just make sure that you're not doing it, all day July 2nd or July 5th. Just make sure that there's a timeline so that they know how to prepare their animals and their children for that extra noise. But we hope everyone gets a fun and happy July 4th. We won't be on here next week. I'm not sure who's coming on next week, but if you guys need to reach out, Pam and I are always available to answer questions. Anything else, Pam?
I don't think so. I think we about covered it. At least about 4th of July.
Yeah. Well, again, thank you for joining us on this live. I'm Katrina Foard of the Talbot Greenya Group. I service the Fairfax, Arlington, Loudoun, and Prince William side of Northern Virginia.
And I'm Pam Dors, also with the Talbot Greenya Group, and I predominantly do Frederick, Clark, Warren, and I would say far western Loudoun. That's my area.
That's right. So if you guys have any questions or want to come celebrate with 4th of July with either one of us, you can
hit us up. Hit us up.
Come have breakfast with us on the 3rd.
Perfect. There we go.
All right. Well, everyone have a great weekend, and we'll see you later.
Thank you, guys. Have a great weekend. Happy 4th.
Bye.
Bye-bye.